Hey, it's Andre. It's time for another Friday flying update. This thing flew amazingly. We already know the FT Racer is a very good airplane, and the video would have been a lot better, except I made the tragic mistake of leaving one of my cameras on time lapse. So I literally had one photo of the airplane flying over the camera. So next flight out, I will do that better, and I will put an onboard camera on this plane as well. So my goal from this point on, for those interested in camera work, my new primary camera, as I mentioned last year, is a GoPro 5, which does pretty good audio-wise. I use a very simple hat mount for the GoPro, and then I have this other action camera sent to me by Sir Andrew Newton. This is a SOOCOO S300, and I'm going to start shooting in 4K. I've actually just acquired, or about to acquire, a little like Mobius style slender cam that will shoot 4K. And everything is going to go to 4K except for these updates, because my main Canon with a really nice lens is older, and I'm not replacing that because that's expensive. But camera stuff aside, it looks like we're heading into a really soggy, wet weekend. Actually, there's tons of flooding going on. I'm going to link my buddy Steve, Captain Drone, some of the footage he took down Petrie Island, which is just a hop, skip, and jump away from where we live. Luckily, we're up high. We don't have to worry about any of this flooding. Unfortunately, there are a lot of other people whose lives are dramatically affected by it. That said, this week was super productive from an RC standpoint. I got out, I shot a couple of videos, we had some fun. I 3D printed a couple pieces. That's a video from yesterday, so check that out, or sorry, Wednesday. I'm going to print a couple more of these things. There's a 2-piece one that takes like 12 hours, so I think tomorrow morning I'll fire up the printer and I'll print that off and see if I can get that 70mm EDF to fit in there in the 2-piece. It looks like the 64 fits in this one, so I'll punch out another one of these and just see where we go and what I'm up to. Gear that came in this week from Flight Test, the FT Mini Mustang. I've wanted this airplane for a long time, and the FT Corsair. So I'll build these. I don't know when. The shipping was a little slower than expected, so I don't know when it's going to come out or when I'm going to have a chance to build it. But the point is, they're here maybe before I get to Flight Fest. I'm still working away on the big bomber. V2 will look a little different. I'm really going to focus in on trying to make it more correct to a Lancaster. The rudder servos are installed. Word of warning, the servos I use for Banggood, they're absolutely crap. I've had one break on me already. It was just installed on the plane. It worked during the test and then it's just flat out stopped working. I got 2 on the on the wing as my flaps, and they stutter and flutter and everything, so just garbage. So there, I said it. Unfortunately, so I've gone and I've actually put in an order with Hobby King, spent a little bit of money, and ordered some really nice 10-inch 10x5 3-bladed props, some servos, and some other bits and bobs for this project. Over the weekend, probably this evening, if I've got enough energy left in me after the end of the day, I want to shave about 1 inch off the fuselage, off the big bomber, finish wiring up the servos, and then I'm starting to design version 2's wing, which will be a 3-piece wing. The centerpiece will be 40 inches, which will push those props out so they don't overlap, and then the 2 ends will be more elliptical like the actual Lancaster bomber, and those pieces will be detachable, so the wing will be a 3-piece with the bomb bay. I might put a bomb bay in. I haven't decided. It's not really a priority. It's just aesthetically, we know this thing flies and looks great. I've cut the rudders in, and I want to paint them so I can tape them or whatever. I don't know how far I'm supposed to go with version 1. I do want to keep flying it and keep learning from it. But it looks like I said, the weekend's going to be super wet, so I'm thinking I will put on some waterproof cases and maybe produce a wet sliding around in the water and grass and wet grass kind of video for the Traxxas / the 4-wheel drive Traxxas /. So we shall see, because this thing is a hoot, and as much as I love my flying videos and everything, and I said I wouldn't do any truck videos when it's soaking wet, but I still want to be outside and active and everything, why not have some fun with the RC truck? So there we go. Yeah, everything happened in the last couple of days. Like Monday was a fantastic flying day. Flew this guy. I had the Tundra with me, but never got around to it. Drove an RC truck. Drove a bunch of different RC trucks. Tried the UDR from Traxxas as well. 6S, mind-blowing. And, of course, flew the Phantom. So it's been a rather productive return to flying. And, like I said, I'm super happy to have gotten the FD Racer out. So, builds, products, flying, fun, everything. So, hey, it's Friday. Hopefully you get out flying this weekend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And, you know, if you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, join the channel, join the fun. Again, I'm Andre. Have a fantastic weekend.